Matthew, your answer, mate.
Look, I would, I'd love it to be like, your usual Brad Pitts and all that sort of stuff, but I know he'd have to put on a whole heap of weight to even get anywhere near me. I think for someone different, and I'm actually looking forward to his upcoming movie, which also goes to the superhero thing, but in the opposite sense. Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix, yep.
Yeah, he's about to play the Joker in an upcoming movie, which is a smaller movie to all of the other big superhero movies. And obviously the Joker is a villain, so it'll be interesting to see him play that. But some of the roles he has played he has transformed himself immensely to take on different personas. There's so many different roles that he's played, and I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing the Joker come up. So yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Awesome, great answer there, Matthew. Now you're on the hot seat. So, what's your favorite cartoon character?
I don't know how well this will go down, but for me, it's Cartman. Does everyone know South Park?
Yes.
Yeah, Cartman is the foul-mouthed child in that cartoon. He's quite rude. And I generally do a good impression of Cartman.
We have to have that now. We have to have that.
No. When I've had a few drinks, so I'll I'm Big Ben. That's the Cartman from South Park. There's many other different lines that I could say, but I won't because he's very, very rude. But yeah, Cartman.
Awesome, love it. That's a very different answer than what we normally get on this segment, Matthew. Thank you so much for that. Laura, your answer, please.
The first thing that comes to mind is absolutely Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, because it just reminds you of being able to imagine, and when you think about the story of Disney, Walt Disney as well, and how it just takes you to a different place, and just happiness, innocence as well. And I think when we're in that state, we're in that mindset as well, we could do extraordinary things when we go back to childlike imagination and abilities and about what we can do and not fearing. And the thing is, sometimes when I see kids on their rollerblades or on their skateboard, like really young kids, and they have no fear at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's incredible. So, just it represents that for me in terms of imagination, being fearless and just happy.
Love it.
And Walt Disney did so much for the world in terms of opening up everyone's imagination. I was in Disneyland when I went to Hong Kong just recently. My sister is a big Disneyland fan, so we popped into and I had a whole heap of fun. I know it's a kids park, but I got on the rides. I was having an absolute ball.
I agree with you. I agree with that. I love going on roller coasters, and I love going to theme parks as well. I mean, I was in the Gold Coast. I actually lived in the Gold Coast for about 2 years when I was in Australia. And I used to have the year-long passes at both Warner Brothers Movie World as well as Dreamworld. And I used to go there almost every fortnight. So, to people in the US who don't know what a fortnight means, it's once every 2 weeks. So it's very, very interesting. I mean, I don't know. It's just like that childhood exuberance, which sort of it brings out that beautiful feeling of doing something which you are really, really attuned to, and that's something which really makes you feel alive to a certain extent, without having to think about a lot of things that are perhaps going on in your present to a certain extent. So awesome answers. So fantastic. So Matthew, your second question. If you could be in a TV sitcom, which one would you be in?
Sitcom. Okay. I would say that 70s show.
That 70s show?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I really I liked it. I know it was, I think, about 7 or 8 seasons in running.
Yeah.
That was back in the day when I had a life and I could actually watch TV. So I can't give anything sort of relevant or contemporary because I don't watch TV these days. But that was sort of the last sitcom that I used to watch. So yeah, it's that 70s show.
Awesome. Thank you, Matthew. Laura, your answer, please.
It would have to be Friends.
I love it.
Yeah, because it reminds us, you know, when you look at that bunch, they're all so unique and they get along, you know. And I think that's even with us as well. What makes life? It's quality relationships, and that really counts. And so there's absolute male, and you know, they've done a lot of studies out there as well. What is true happiness? You know, what's really going to count at the end of your life as well? And so through that study, they found that quality relationships was definitely up there. So that's what it represents for me as well.
Love it. Whose character would you play?
Most probably Monica. Yeah, probably Monica. There's just something about her. Yeah, I think like she cares. You know, she just. I mean, they all do. They have their own different way, but just something about her. I just find that she's very caring, and yeah, that's probably someone who I would associate myself with.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. All right. The third and final question for Matthew. If you were to be able to transform yourself into an animal, which one would it be?
Oh, just because we're in Australia, I'll say a kangaroo.
Sure.
I thought you were going to say Tassie Devil. The Tassie Devil.
Tassie Devil, yeah. I don't exist anymore. Yeah, I think a kangaroo because, well, all animals are free. Well, sorry, not all animals. Generally, most animals roam in their natural habitat, roam free. And I like both the strength and the swift mobility that kangaroos demonstrate. I think there's been a lot of like YouTube videos and various other videos that have gone viral of kangaroos fighting, and how powerful they can get up on their tails and be boxing and be protective of their younger and joeys. So yeah, I think being an Aussie, I'll go the kangaroo. Awesome,
great answer. Laura, which animal would you be?
Whilst I'd like to say a kangaroo or an Australian animal as well, the reason why I said Tassie Devil before because I love Tasmania, and a recommendation for anyone who's been there, they have to go because it's really beautiful.
Tasmania is beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
it's really, really beautiful. An animal for me would definitely have to be a lion. There's just something, you know, even when you watch like The Lion King and the new one that came out, it's just such a beautiful animal. And whenever you go through certain circumstances in life, it's a great reminder to say, don't fear, you know, be as strong as a lion. And it's all about like the mindset and the attitude, and you just see it in the eyes of the lion. And so it doesn't matter what situation that I'm in, I just think, okay, if I were to transform into an animal, it would definitely be a lion. Just as a reminder to be fearless, to be confident, and know your worth. And just the way that when you see the animal, it's got no fear at all. It's truly, truly incredible.
Love it. A great way to actually finish the segment. Be confident, be fearless, and know your worth. I think that's something which we can always aspire to be and work towards. So thank you once again, Matthew and Laura, for sharing with us your answers for our rapid fire segment. Really appreciate it.